Welcome back, guys. Vivec walkthrough part 7, and we are going to do a brand new quest, and this one is going to be very long if you are doing this obviously playing it from scratch. Divine Intervention. This is going to be a very long thing. We spoke to this Arcanon, and he is asked us to retrieve a tunnel inverter. Now, to retrieve this inverter, we are going to have to travel all over the map. You will see it if you are doing this quest alone. So we need to go to find Balthazar's Tower bugs again, and once inside, you are going to have to listen his cry for help. And once you decide to go down, you are going to have to confront some enemies down here. So we need to rescue him, Balthazar. That's the one that we need. And you will see a few mobs coming up. At the end of the round, you will have a mini boss that you will have to kill as well. And here he is. Kill him, and then you will be able to rescue Balthazar for the second stage of this very long quest. Okay. Once you kill the enemies, of course, go and rescue Balthazar, as we said. And he's going to be right here. Just have a chat with him. And from that moment on, you are going to have to travel all over the place. So we need to talk to 3 different people for this quest. And the first one is here. You will see in your map, you will find the location with no problem at all. This is the first one. Now the second one is going to be right along this pathway on the left up the stairs, just in front of you. That's going to be the second one, second person that you need to speak to, Leona. And the third one is going to be on your right, inside the inn. You'll have to speak to Ballerina. Okay, so head downstairs, and Ballerina will be just there waiting for you. Why not? There she is. Okay, here we go. Now we need to travel up here on the east of the country, back again, and killing more mobs, and you have to kill quite a few actually along the way in this part. This is the first you need to collect 3 individual items. This is going to be the first one right here. We need to retrieve all these components to create the tunnel inverter. We need 3 of those, and once you arrive here, you will see these 2 guys speaking to this mechanical spider. Just let them have a chat between them, and once they finish, just interact with the spider. Now you will loot this strange golem. With that, you are going to have to find spiders inside this room. Some of them will be interact positively, but some of them will be hostile, like this one for example, and of course you will have to kill it. Okay, once you finish with that, you will be able to get the inversion conduit right here, and that is the first module for the tunnel inverter that you just got. Of course, we're going to need 2 more. Look at your map and head to that direction, and here's the entrance for the second module. Is Shaleft caves. Again, you will have to kill some mods, and this time probably even more difficult ones. If you are low level, here you're going to have to be very careful. This is pretty much easy to kill, whatever level you are. I don't think that you will have much problem, but further ahead, you're going to find tougher monsters, like this one is standing up there for example, which in this occasion I choose to skip it because I know there's no way I'm going to be able to kill all 3. Okay, so you can go just around and of course down the ramp to carry on with the quest. Eventually you will find this chest in here, which is going to have the second module. There we go. Okay, so get out of here as soon as you can and head for the 3rd location, which is going to be right here, and this is going to be Arkansas Stondor's cave or something like that. You find the floor this note that you definitely need to pick up. That's the map, and you need to go right to the top to the north of this cave. You'll have to kill monsters along the way as well, of course. And once you get to the room, you will see these valves. There are 3 of them, and you need to interact with all 3 of them. Now be careful with the mob going around. It's quite strong, so it's very easy to retrieve these valves or to interact with them without sparking the interest of the mob. So just be careful here and interact with all 3 valves, and once that is done, then you'll be able to pick up the 3rd part of these modules to create the tunnel inverter. Okay, so there we go. We need to go back to Varilsa at the Varisol Tower. Here it is. And of course you are going to have to listen the chat and then interact with him, giving the 3 modules that you found, and he will create the tunnel inverter. Okay.
One tunnel inverter coming up. This spring don't explode.
Okay, so once he is finished, you need to retrieve the tunnel inverter, and from that you have to go back to Vivec's palace to speak to the Arcanon Tarbus once again. So let's do that real quick, and that's going to be pretty much the quest so far. It's a very long quest, so I'm going to do this in 2 parts. Once you arrive here, they will be having a chat with Eris, I believe is her name, and accusing each other of doing whatever, and then you will have to interact with her as well, just to end the first part of this huge quest. So speak to both of them at some stage. Yeah, and we go Arcanon, you can speak to him, and then you will have to speak to Serene, that's the name. And I think that we will leave it here, and to the next episode we'll go for the second part. Until then, take care.